Hi, welcome everybody. It's Mike Newton down here at Lytham Golf Academy. Another brand new product, and it's Benross again, and it's the Evolution R Iron we're going to have a little look at today in this video. So, big thanks to Benross for sending these products out before launch, so I can sort of get my video done and get it out to you guys, so I can get you guys first sort of glimpse of these irons. This is a really nice sort of range. I've just done the driver on my channel, so I'll put a little link up that you can go and check that out if you want to. But we're going to look at the iron here, and this is the Evolution R. So this is going to replace the compressor R iron that they did last time, but Benross are really now trying to aim towards a better player here and provide a club that performs for the better player, for their needs, and also look-wise as well. And I think they've done a pretty good job here. So what they've done here is they've very much changed the shape of the club here. They've sort of lowered that toe section here so it's not as high, lowered that off a little bit more. It's got a very nice sort of satin finish on it, which looks really good. And I think as you put that down by the golf ball there, it looks pretty good. There's a bit of offset, it's a little bit of a medium top line there, so it's not the slimmest of irons, but it's definitely a better looking iron than previous years. Okay, so this is a 7 iron here. It's got a KBS shaft in X-Flex, which comes as a standard option here. So again, what you'll see with Benross is they don't skimp on any components, using good quality shafts. The grip is a Lambkin UTX grip, which feels really good, but again, there's other grip options there. And I believe if it was anything like last year, there's no extra upcharges for these upgrades in terms of grips, etc. So some really good high quality components here, yet the price point with Benross is always that little bit less. I think what you find with Benross is they don't have obviously a massive spend on tour. You know, you won't see anybody on tour using Benross, they don't pay anybody to use it, and obviously the marketing side is they don't do anything as much as like obviously the bigger boys. So obviously that's where the prices can stay a lot lower, but we'll see if the performance is as good here. So as I say, putting that down by the golf ball, it's a much more compact blade length here, better profile, better leading edge sculpture there than the previous compressor R is what Benross are saying, and it looks pretty good. It's a bit too much offset for my liking, but it's a nice looking iron, and I like that finish on it, that sort of satin finish. It gives it a real nice sort of quality feel to it. So I'm going to get this first one hit here. I'm 180 yards out from the green. This loft is 30 degrees for a 7 iron, so it's quite a strong loft. Okay, that feels good. That's a really high ball flight. Okay, feels really solid. That's good. That's hitting the green quite nicely there. Feels really nice off the club face. That's all over it. Yeah, nice shot there. So some decent distance there, 181 carry 7 iron. We know it's 30 degrees of loft there. That's spun at just over 5,000. So the spin's a little bit low, but you sort of expect that from this sort of lofted golf club. But visually on a flight, it's really high there. It looks really high to me. So definitely no issues of getting that launch up. Descent angle's probably going to be a little bit steep, even though we'll lose a little bit of spin there because of the CG placement. The descent angle you'll probably gain on that, so it'll still stop pretty softly there. Yeah, again, lovely. It's a lovely sound, so it's a joy to hit. That's gone a mile. Yeah, I mean that's carrying. Yeah, it's carrying 185 there, so it's gone a long way. That spin's dropped a little bit though, so you know, 4,600 in the spin. That's the only thing that maybe just concerns me a little bit with that, is that spin's pretty low. Now, Benross is sort of saying they're trying to aim towards a better player here, and I think look-wise, yes, in a way they are doing that. It's a very good or better looking golf club than they've been produced in the past. But I think the better player would maybe look at these lofts, 7 iron, 30 degrees, and go, right, okay, let's look at some spin. That spin's a bit low there. So yeah, it's going a long way, but generally that better player would want that stopping power at the other end. So maybe the high single figure golfer or the low teen golfer there, in terms of handicap wise, it could possibly suit, because those guys maybe want that distance. They're not too worried on maybe how it stops at the other end. If they've got that high ball flight, got that bit of distance, they're quite sort of happy really. But I think if you're edging more into that lower handicapper, it's a tough one really. I think that bit of offset, that top line might just put a few golfers off, and then that low spin number, it's a tough one really there for the better player to really sort of work into. Yeah, again, nice solid strike there. It feels really good. It's gone a long way. It's interesting to see this spin number again. You see when it lands, it's not quite stopping there. Again, just around that 4,700 mark. So that spin's a bit low. It's a bit concerning there, but I think apart from that, the look of it's really good. The feel is great. It does feel nice off the club face. The ball flight's really nice and high. It looks pretty forgiving, so we've got a bit of back up there, also that cavity there, a bit of strip of weight across that bottom bit. Looks to be some sort of dampening sort of rubber substance in the back there, which does help with sound there. It doesn't sound clicky at all, which is a big plus, because I think sometimes these, again, we've sort of heard this possibly in last year's one of the compressors, a little bit clicky, a little bit loud on that sound, but that sounds and feels really nice. Right, okay, so look at some numbers here. So club head speed around that 95, which is my sort of number for 7-iron. Ball speed 125 there, so not fastest ball speed I've ever had. I sort of sometimes get like 127, but you know, it's not a bad number by any means. Launch at 18.5, pretty good, pretty consistent there on the launch angle there. Dispersion was really quite nice and tight, so it was only 4 yards offline as average there, which was really good. Take that any day of the week for 7-iron, hitting the greens quite nice. His side spin number's really quite low, start path was good. That spin's just a bit low for me. I think this is where it's tough, I think, for Benross to break into this better player category when that spin's as low as that. That does sort of concern me a little bit. So descent angle, you know, it's peaking high, 36 yards. It's coming in at 47 degrees, so it's got a bit of stop at that side. But I think if you had that downwind scenario on a baked out green, possibly in the summer, where you need that bit of stopping, that worries me a little bit. Right guys, so there we have it, the Benross Evolution R Iron. I think it's a good iron, you know, that is definitely, Benross have upped the game from previous models they've done. The finish on these, the paint job is much crisper, definitely a better looking product, and I agree that is, as a look wise, is starting to edge probably for that high single figure golfer into maybe the sort of low teen golfer. Breaking into that low single figure golfer, I don't think it will. I think that's a tough one. The golfer who's in that category possibly will get away with the look of that, but I think once you see that spin number as low as that, and again, I know everybody's a little bit different on that, how they spin that golf ball, but I think if you see that spin as low as that, with a loft of 30 degrees, it's a bit like, whoa, it's a bit too powerful. Those golfers tend to want the ultimate in terms of control, you know, a little bit of a higher spin number so they can stop that ball when that flag's tucked behind that bunker from 140 yards out or something like that. You know, they do want that little bit of playability with it, and I'm just not quite sure that is going to fill the criteria, unfortunately. But nevertheless, it's another good product from Benross. The price point is very different from your premium club, so you've got to look at that. You know, if you're on a tighter budget, definitely go and have a little look at the Benross range. Even if you're not on a tight budget, you know, and you maybe want some distance there with a decent looking golf club that feels and sounds really good in my opinion, again, put it in the equation that you're going to, or put it in the options that you're going to try and get tested. But as always, get fitted. Okay guys, thanks very much for watching. Do comment down below, let me know your thoughts on the Benross range. I'm going to put some links up here. Obviously I've got the driver, fairway, hybrids all to sort of review for you here. The driver already done as I'm shooting this video, so the link's there, you can go and check that one out. But let me know your thoughts on the Benross range. Okay, thanks for watching guys. Do hit that subscribe button, hit that bell icon, comment down below, and hopefully we'll catch up with you all very soon.